Nesipadum, Swasipadum, Undayavalladani.
Merdeka
I'm from
edition.
Kuching, designer, Aniji. We also met friends. We have more than 30 ethnic
Here it
groups.
goes.
Everyone is unique and because the differences can help us to complement
There's
each
also
other.
a dark
There
side to
is
this.
nothing wrong in learning other languages and
Our
culture.
development will be amplified. Racism.
That a hero lies in you.
Parents play a very important role in shaping a child's basic core qualities.
Parents have taught us to be colorblind since use chopsticks, Sam, and Punjabi suit. Indian puri.
Stuff from everyone, and we try to evolve into better individuals.
But any form of discrimination is not
We are
acceptable.
sharing this land together, and let's join hands. Selamat menyambut Hari Kemerdekaan. This is Coach Shubhas. Hi, Assalamualaikum and Tajahau. This is your friendly neighborhood Coach Shubhas. Today you're watching the Brown Sugar Show Merdeka edition. On today's show, we have a very special guest all the way from Sarawak, just for you. And since it is the Merdeka week, so we are going to be talking a lot about embracing the cultural diversity of this country and how can we, people of multiple races, religions, can embrace the diversity and stay united. Okay, so without wasting most of your time, it is my pleasure to welcome Ms.Syamimi Aniji.
I'm Ms.Syamimi Aniji. I'm 22 years old this year. I'm actually the only daughter in the family, and I have one brother who's now 17 years old. I'm from Kuching, Sarawak. All right. I'm actually a Melanau Malay Muslim. All right. Because people usually mistaken me for a Malay. I'm actually a Melanau. Melanau is where a race, ethnic in Sarawak. All right. So my profession is actually a fashion designer, and I do own a boutique in Kuching. I started end of last year during my birthday, and it is named after my parents, Aniji, a short form of Salina and Aniji. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms.Syamimi, for the short and sweet introduction about yourself. It is great to know you, and I think all our viewers are also very excited to know more about you. So, to make this interview interesting, I have actually went to your social medias and taken a few pictures that I feel that caught my attention. I'm going to share you some of the pictures that I really feel that there are some things that we want to know more about the pictures. So let me start with two pictures first. And you can share with us any ideas or any memories that you have of those pictures. To begin with.
Okay, so this picture was taken when I did my assignment during my first year program in Lemkogwing, Borneo. I went to the Sri Mahamariamman temple, which is located in the town area. So that wasn't something new because I was always respecting other cultures and religions. There is nothing wrong getting to know more of other religion or culture because by doing so, you can actually have better understanding of other people and you will respect them more. So that will enable us to live with harmony, especially in a multiracial country like Malaysia. Why do I say it isn't like something new? Because since I was 7 years old, my parents and we've always witnessed Thaipusam and procession. And even my mom was with me in the temple in Kuching back in 2020. So we also met friends and we bonded with each other. So that's when we started the bond with everyone from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different religions.
Amazing. Wow. So inspirational. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that we have to look at as an example, or she can actually be a good role model for this country. I'm sure there are many of my students who are watching this, friends, family, even some strangers to me. Thank you, by the way, for watching. And I would like to encourage all of us to use Syamimi as an example and embrace the diversity that we have in this beautiful country called Malaysia. Next, Ms. Syamimi, we also want to know about Sarawak in terms of the races and ethnicities that we can find there. Basically, in this part of Malaysia, the Semenanjung Malaysia, we have a lot of Malays, of course, being the majority, and then we have some Chinese in the second, and finally the Indians being the minority here. But these are the most commonly found three races here. How is Sarawak, by the way? Because I've not been to Sarawak, and I'm sure there could be some of our viewers who have not been to Sarawak as well. So we'd like to know more.
In Sarawak, we have more than 30 ethnic groups, so we are more diversified. Besides Malay, Chinese, and Iban, we also have Melanau, Orang Ulu, Bidayu, Kenyah, Kayan, and the list goes on.
Wow, I think Sarawak is way more diversified than the West Malaysia or the Semenanjung Malaysia. Thank you so much for sharing. Next, okay, let's go back to the picture business. I'm going to be showing another picture for you. And after looking at the picture, feel free to share anything that you want to share regarding it. Okay, so here it goes.
Everyone is unique and different. Even if we have the same religion, race, and background, we are still different in our own way. So, in a country like Malaysia, besides our individual differences, we are also different in terms of culture and beliefs. However, no one should feel superior over the others because we're all created as ordinary human beings. We should be able to respect and to understand each other despite all the differences, because the differences can help us to complement each other. So in other words, if we're able to understand and complement each other, we acknowledge each other's strengths and be able to improve on each other's weaknesses, then we will be able to develop as a strong society, as a strong nation. That will give us a lot of benefits as Malaysia. As for instance, before COVID-19 pandemic, we practiced visiting during Chinese New Year, Deepavali. We also have friends and visitors from different backgrounds, races, and beliefs visiting us during Hari Raya as well.
Thank you so much for the sharing. It is so beautiful to hear or watch, witness other cultures and races visiting other races and cultures during festivals and days like that, just like brothers and sisters. At Malaysia, we are really fortunate and blessed to have a multiracial community that accepts everyone without or beyond their race, religion, or even ethnicity, right? Talking about diving into this topic further, we already we heard from Syamimi the bright side of acceptance of diversity in this country, unity in diversity. But we are sure, and we have to admit that there's also a dark side to this. There are people who are practicing ethnocentrism, which means that the feeling of one religion or race is superior to the other. So what is your opinion on this? Have you experienced such situation of mild racism or something? And what is your advice to people in regards to coping with racism?
Of course, some people that deserve to be ignored because no matter how you want to argue or to explain to them about how important unity is, they wouldn't listen. However, I have my own way of doing things. One is through singing and through my very short, simple campaign through songs. And of course, through songs. For example, now I sing Tamil songs to show to people that there is nothing wrong in learning other languages and culture. By doing this, I also have a lot of friends, not only from Sarawak, not only from my own ethnic groups, but also from other races, places in West Malaysia. Through this 9.7K of followers on my Instagram, I have more friends in my social media, and I've even met them face to face. For example, I have a few of my followers. We have become family friends. To put it in a nutshell, how do I cope with racism? I practice, believe, and promote unity in my own way.
That is a great message to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, because you see, if we want to curb this racism issue in any part of the world, it always starts with yourself and your circle. So all we can do is, if every one of you who are watching here listens to or takes some advice from Syamimi, it's quite simple actually. If all of us say no to racism, if everybody accepts that every individual is unique in their own way, and we can personally promote anti-racism culture in this country. I am Coach Shubhas and I'm an Indian, and I'm blessed to have almost more than 90% of Malay students supporting me and joining my classes. And I'm so proud to say that myself and my students, we behave like brothers and sisters. I'm very close to them. And that is something beautiful. And I like to spread that, which is why in my classes, you can ask my students, I'm sure they will agree. I always try to spread some form of messages which promotes unity, promotes anti-racism. And I would feel that if every single race and religion and culture in this country work hand in hand, our development will be amplified and we will be seen as a global icon economically and also with the right image in no time. So let's spread positivity, let's spread love, and say no to racism. If you have ever came across racism or you became a victim of ethnocentrism, just ignore and move forward, because the world is too big for all this nonsense, right? Okay, Ms.Syamimi, knowing the fact that I'm also a big time follower of your social medias, I can see that you can really sing many Tamil songs, and that is so unique and special. So it won't be justice, it won't be fair to the audience if I let you go without getting at least one song from you, any song that you feel like singing.
வசீகராய நெஞ்சனிக்க உன் பொன்மரியில் தூங்கினால் போதும் அதே கணம் என் கண்ணுறங்கா முன் ஜென்மங்களில் ஏக்கங்கள் தீரும் நான் நேசிப்பதும் சுவாசிப்பதும் உண்டயவால்தானே எங்கே உன் நினைவால் நானே நான் அரைமலை வரும் அரில் நனைவோமே குளிர் காய்ச்சலோடு ஸ்நேகம் ஒரு பொய்வைக்குள் இருத்தோக்கும் குழு குழு பொய்கள் சொல்லி என்னை வெல்வாய் அடித்தெறிந்த கோரு அன்பே மறுமறியைதான் எதிர்பார்க்கும் எங்கேயும் போகாமல் தினம் வேத்தலை அணி வேண்டும் சில சமயம் விளையாட்டை உனாரைக்குள்ளே நாவென்றும் வசீகராய நெஞ்சனிக்க உன் பொன்மறியில் தோங்கினால் போதும் அதே கணம் என் கண்ணுறங்கா உன் ஜென்மங்களில் ஏக்கங்கள் தீரும்.
Wow, it really sounded good. And her pronunciation is tip top. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think many Indians can actually sing like her or pronounce Tamil like her. It's so beautiful, right? To see someone who's not an Indian singing a Tamil song. It's so warm. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the hidden message that I can take from here is that you are not from a Tamil speaking background, right? Are you from, do you have anybody who speak Tamil in your family, or did you go to Tamil school or something?
Okay, I can speak Tamil, but konjam konjam. It means just a bit. I can understand. Sometimes I can understand. It depends. But I'm still in the process of learning. I actually started learning Tamil when I was back in secondary school. I had Indian friends. All right. So I actually started learning from the song Kandang Ni, right? That's the first song that I heard in Tamil. So that's when I started to have my interest, getting to know Tamil more, because Tamil is not an easy language, but it makes me, keen to learn something which is, I should say, extra, yeah.
Okay, so I was right. She has not been to Tamil school, or she didn't have any background in Tamil education, yet she's able to sing Tamil songs and speak some Tamil words and understand the language. Okay, put that aside. Take the hidden message here. So most of my students are really interested to improve their English, and they understand that the English language, the language itself, can really upgrade their career one fine day. I always tell them that if you can master the English communication and writing skill, I'm sure that it is a express pathway to success, because there are many career opportunities that are available, and they are looking for individuals and characters that can speak and write good English. Not only for career, if you're into tourism, you want to travel, or you want to make good friends in other country and all that, English would be the international language that you can speak to and mingle with. Okay, so my point is, you can always master a language through songs, through singing, right? So why not, ladies and gentlemen, most of us are now working from home and a lot of students are studying from home. Why not we engage ourselves into a hobby of singing English songs? And my recommendation is to use YouTube, and you can always look for any songs that you like with the lyrics. And as you play it, you can sing along while reading the lyrics. And I can guarantee guys, that if you do this, if you practice this, your English will improve in terms of your pronunciation, speaking, and also grammar, because when you start to read and sing in the language, it will definitely give you a hand to improve your overall language. Ms.Syamimi, can you lead by example? Mind singing an English song for us?
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
I think we should do another session by just asking you to sing song like a digital concert. You're really good. You're so multi-talented. Thank you, Ms.Syamimi, for being such a sportive person and straight singing when we asked you to. I think our viewers are very happy, and I'm sure they're enjoying. Next, I'm going to show you another picture, and this picture is very important for me because it's a picture of your family, and I found this also in your social media. The reason why I'm going to ask you to share about your family is looking at you and the way that you convey your messages. You are very matured and you look at things from a very bright perspective. And I'm sure that it all started from your family, because parents play a very important role in shaping a child's basic core qualities. So please share some things about this picture.
My father is a businessman. Besides doing construction, he owns medical shoe shop called Foodlink Kuching. My mom is a retired teacher, English teacher, currently working with Sarawak government. She's the head of early childhood division in the Ministry of Welfare, Community Wellbeing, Women, Family and Childhood Development of Sarawak. My family is my strength. My parents have taught us to be colorblind since young. When we were young, my mother taught us to use chopsticks, asked me to wear cheongsam and Punjabi suit. Even our food my mom cooks at home reflects the different cultures in Malaysia. For example, umai, raw fish, is of Melanau ethnic, Indian puri, Chinese miswa, and some more that I might not be able to mention all today. So who I am today started from home, from my parents.
See, I was right. Parents play an important role. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, or one fine day, if my students are also watching, you might also end up a parent as well. Remember that what we do at home is very, very important. And our children or the young people at home are actually watching our movements and the way we talk and the messages that we convey at home. So please convey my warmest regards to your father and your mother for doing a good job as a parent, and they are good role models as well to everyone to follow. So whenever we want to succeed in life, ladies and gentlemen, there's one particular recipe that I always follow that I think really works for me, and that is we look at people who are successful and we try to learn about their lifestyle or certain things that they do, and we just try to apply them into our lives. So look at everything in a bright side, and we try to just take the good stuff from everyone, and we try to evolve into better individuals. Very simple, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have came to almost the end of our show. Ms.Syamimi, do you have any last words to our viewers?
Racism is a type of discrimination. People discriminate others because of their look, social background, and disabilities. But any form of discrimination is not acceptable. Let us all embrace the differences that we have. Practice tolerance, and by doing so, we will be able to live in peace and harmony.
Beautiful sharing. So, my final words before we end the show is stay united. We are all Malaysians, Indians, Chinese, and of course the majority Malays. We are all brothers and sisters. We are sharing this land together, and let's join hands and grow together and make Malaysia the best place to live in. Selamat menyambut Hari Kemerdekaan. This is Coach Shubhas wishing everyone salam, wanakkam, and tak ciahau.